Narayana. Good friends that it is. We are settling in, being regular to our classes. Good that the classes we are conducting are on the Upanishads, givers of the Brahma Vidya. That's how we are slowly settling. In the next stage, it will be good and it shall happen definitely. We will settle in the doubtless clear understanding also about what is that goal and why is that goal. Definitely, a time will come very, very soon. Also, a time will come very soon about our life in what way to be lived, conducted for reaching out to that goal, which is in our own selves. Good. In this way, let us find that relaxation, settlement in ourselves regarding the chosen goal and the means. Settle in the means too. Then go and reach and settle in the goal. To be very clear about all this, only we are here, friends, every day, doing our five activities of Vedic chanting, common sense thought, prarthana sankalpa, Upanishad mantrocharana, and the Upanishad Adhyayana. We welcome you all for all this. The Upanishad is Shwethashwathara. Be happy that we are again and again revealed about the truth in its transcendental nature as well as in its immanent nature. While we are in the world all the time, we are made to forget the truth and remember that which is not the truth by our own choice. If we don't go to the world, nobody will pull us. It is our choice only. And then, when we study the Upanishads, such as all, Shwethashwathara, every chapter, every mantra, now the fifth chapter, in this also, when we come to these classes, we are reminded about the truth. That's the difference between being in the class outside, being in the satsanga outside, being in the study of Upanishads and outside, being in the company of Mahatmas, Gurus or Acharyas and outside with others. Fifth chapter also, so beautiful. Every mantra is trying to pull our attention towards the immanent substratum, transcending all what we are familiar to perceive. है ना? जिससे हम वाकिफ है उसी में वो छुपा है जिससे हमें वाकिफ होना है. बस जो दूसरे नहीं जानते हैं या अब तक हम नहीं जानते थे उसको जानना है. वही सत्य है, वही नित्य है, वही तत्व है, वही आत्मा है, वही मैं हूं. We are guided in this guidance direction. It's so beautiful. As much fierce vaguenesses we have in the beginning days of Vedanta, so much clarity as it comes will be the joy, confidence, etc. Inexplicable. This can be no way obtained, purchased, maintained in anything in the world outside. ऐसी वाली शांति, ऐसा वाला सुख, ऐसा वाला trupti वगैरह you get when the truth is becoming clearer and clear, even intellectual. And if we are doing the due outer inner sadhanas and nearing to the experience, what to talk about that joy? May we cherish all this very soon. That's single pointed in that. Let us be. That's how we are here doing all these five things. Let us start with the first one, our Veda Mantrocharana, Rugvedaha, Dashama Mandalam from 104, 104, 5, 6. So we'll do. Time permits 7 also. Sorry. Om. अथ वेदपारायणं ऋग्वेदः दशममण्डलं चतुरधिकशततमानुवाकात् आरभ्य ॐ असाविः सोमः पुरुहूततुभ्यं हरिभ्यां यज्ञमुपयाहि तूयं तुभ्यं गिरो विप्रवीरा इयानादधन्विर इन्द्रपिबासुतस्य अप्सु धूतस्य हरिवः पिबेहन्नृभिः सुतस्य जठरं पृणस्व मिमिक्षुर्यमद्रय इन्द्रतुभ्यं तेभिर्वर्धस्व मदमुक्तवाहः प्रोग्रां पीतिं पृश्न इयर्मि सत्यां प्रयै सुतस्य हर्यश्वतुभ्यम् इन्द्रतेनाभिरिहमादयस्व धीभिर्विश्वाभिः शच्या गृणासः गृणानः ऊती शचीवस्तव वीर्येण वयो दधाना उशिजरुतज्ञाः प्रजापदिन्द्रमनुषो दुरेणे तस्थुर्गृणन्तः सदमाद्यासः प्रणीतिभिष्टे हर्यश्वसुष्टोः सुषुम्नस्य पुरुरुचो जनासः मम्हिष्ठा मोदं वितिरे दधानाः स्तोतार इन्द्र तव सूनृताभिः उप ब्रह्माणि हरिवो हरिभ्यां सोमस्य याहि पीतये सुतस्य इन्द्रत्वा यज्ञः क्षममानमानड्ढाश्वा अस्य ध्वरस्य प्रकेतः सहस्रवाजमभिमातिशाहं सुतेरणं मघवानं सुवृक्तिम् उपभूषन्ति गिरो अप्रतीतमिन्द्रं नमस्या जरितुः पनन्त सप्तापो देवीः सुरणा अमृक्ता याभिः सिन्धुमतर इन्द्रपूर्भित नवतिं श्रोत्या नवच स्रवन्तीर्देवेभ्यो गातुं मनुषे च विन्दः अवो महीरभिषस्तेरमुञ्चो जागरास्वधि देव एकः इन्द्रयास्त्वं वृत्रतूर्ये च कर्ध ताभिर्विश्वायुस्तन्वं पुपुष्याः वीरेण्यः क्रतुरिन्द्रः सुषस्तिरुतापितेन पुरुहूतमीट्टे प्रार्थयद्वृत्रमकृणोदु लोकं सहाहे ससाहे शक्रः पृतना अभिष्टिः शुनं हुवेम मघवानमिन्द्रमस्मिन् भरे नृतमं वाजसातौ शृण्वन्तमुग्रमूतये समत्सुघ्नन्तं वृत्राणि सञ्चितं धनानाम्. But not 5. कदा वसो स्तोत्रं हर्यत आवश्मशारुदध्वाः दीर्घं सुतं वाताप्याय हरीयस्य सुयुजा विप्रतावेरर्वन्ता सुषेभा उभारजीनकेशिनापतिर्दन्न आप अपयोरिन्द्रपापज आमर्तो न शश्रमाणो बिभीवान् शुभे यद्युयुजेत विशीवान् स चायोरिन्द्रश्चर्कृष आ उपानसः सपर्यन्न नदयोर्विव्रतयोः शूर इन्द्रः अधियस्तस्थौ केशवन्ता व्यचस्वन्ता न उप्युष्ट्यै वनोति क्षिप्राभ्यां क्षिप्रिणीवान् प्रास्तौ प्रास्तौ दृश्वौजा ऋष्वेभिस्ततक्षशूरः शवसां रुहुर्न क्रतुभिर्मातरिष्वा वज्रं यश्चक्रे सुहना यदस्य वे हिरीमशो हिरीमान् अरुतः नुरद्भुतं न रजः अवनो वृजिना शशिहृच्छा वने मान रुचः न ब्रह्मा यज्ञरुदग्जोषति त्वे ऊर्ध्वा यत्ते त्रेतिनि पोद्यज्ञस्य धूर्षु सद्मन्नं सजोर्नावं स्वयशसं सचायोः श्रियेते पृश्निरुपसेचनि भूच्छ्रिये दर्विररेपाः यया स्वे पात्रे सिञ्चस उत शतं वा यदसूर्यप्रथित्वा सुमित्र इत्थास्तौ दुर्मित्र इत्थास्तौ तम् आवो यद्दस्युहत्ये कुत्सपुत्रं प्रावो यद्दस्युहत्ये कुत्सवत्सम् 106 उबा नूनं तदिदर्तयेते वितन्वा ते धियो वस्तावसेव सध्रीचीनायातवे प्रेमजीगः सुदिनेव पृक्ष आतंसयेते उष्टारेव पर्वरेषु श्रयेते प्रायोगेव स्वात्र्याशासुरेतः दूतेव हिष्टो यशसा जनेषु मापस्तातं महिषेवावसपानात् साकं युजा शकुनस्येव पक्षा पश्वेव चित्रा यजुरागमिष्टम् अग्निरिव देवयोर्दिदिवान् सा परिज्मानेव यजतः पुरुत्रा आपेवो अस्मे पितरेव पुत्रोऽग्रेव रुषा नृपदेव तुर्यये हिर्येव पुष्ट्यै किरणेव भुज्यै सृष्टिवानेव हवमागमिष्टम् वंसगेव भूषर्या शिम्बाता मित्रेव रुदा शतराशातवन्ताम् वाजेवोच्छावयसामघर्म्येष्टामेषे वेशा सपर्या पुरेशा शृण्येव जर्भरीतुरुर्भरीतु तु तुर्भरीतो नैतोषेव तुर्फरी पर्फरीका उदन्यजेव जेम नामधेरूता मे जरा इव जरं मरायो वज्रेव चर्चरञ्जारं मरायुक्षद्मेवार्थेषु तर्तरीथ उग्रा ऋभोनापत्करमज्राकरज्रुर्वायुर्न फर्परत्क्षयद्रयीणाम् घर्मेव मधुजठरे सनेरूपगे विता तुर्फरीफारिवारम् पतरेव च चरा चन्द्रनिर्निमनरुङ्गामनन्या न जग्मे बृहन्तेव गम्भरेषु प्रतिष्ठां वादेव गाधं तरते वितादः कर्णेव शासुरनुहि स्मरातोंशेवनो भजचं चित्रमप्नः आरङ्गरेव मद्वेरयेते सारगेव गवि नीचीनबारे किनारेव स्वेदमासिष्विधाना क्षामेवोर्जासूयवसात् सचेते रुद्ध्यामस्तोमं सनुयामवाजमानो मन्त्रं सरते होभयातं यशो न पक्वं मधुगोष्वन्तरा भूतांशो अश्विनोः काममप्राह ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. That Veda mantras, that Sanskrit Bhasha, which is the Deva Bhasha, which is our Sanatana Dharma Bhasha, Haindava Bhasha, Shastra Bhasha, for whatever the reason, we have forgotten it, we have gone away from it. And for all the required reasons, we have to come back to it. The simplest is first one to do the chantings every day, then learn Sanskrit, keep on reading the books. Again, we will regain that bhasha, and through that all the great literature, and through that all the jnanam which the rishis have given for us to live for the highest achievement. Yes, friends, in our today's common sense thought, a free, open, unambiguous, without any hesitation, a small discussion. More than discussion, it's a suggestion, an idea, that's it. Sometimes one has to be very open regarding some required things. An idea openly thrown. Think about them. What is it key? Think, what are the fears which we have to fear about, because of which we will be able to come out of samsara, our indulgence in the world. An open thing. Why somebody should tell us? Why we need to ask others? Why can't we have our own dimag to be used for our own information? And relentlessly, continuously, we are going on indulging in the world more than saying relentless, continuously. We can also add openly that shamelessly. So many things can help us to come out of this falling down way of life. Low life, not suitable to the dignity of human. Various. To add to that, not suiting to the dignity of Indians, Sanatana Dharmins, and the ones chosen by the Guru and the God as sadhakas, not suiting to the dignity, whatever the outer samsaric life we are living. Think about some of the things which create that fears in us so that we don't go into them. जैसे बच्चों को ना डराते हैं, वहां भूत है, वह प्रेत है, आप बच्चों को डराते हो, वो कहता है कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, यू ट्रेंड मी, आई एम नॉट अफ्रेड ऑफ एनी भूत, आई डोंट बिलीव इन द एग्जिस्टेंस ऑफ वन which is dangerous than you. Or generally they are really afraid. In our childhood, from so many of the negativities, we were stopped from doing, not because of much of intellection, but just by fear. And we were saved too by not going there, not doing there. Isn't it? Now, for us also, think in how many ways in this way of our lifestyle we are just going to lose. By all those thinkings, there is a chance for us to help ourselves to refrain from that. First, to list out in which are the ways my whole day I am wasting in doing so many unwanted things. एक दो तीन चार पाँच. Then see उससे किस किस तरह का नुकसान हो रहा है. घमासान भयंकर नुकसान है ना. Then those fears should help us in not doing them. है ना. In not doing them. Any one of them. Whether you call it as the Lord is watching from there, He is noting every of our actions by thought, word, and deed. And thereby He is forming His opinion about us. And accordingly, He is going to give us the punishments. They are the ones. Why the Naraka, all of them are shown to us so that we are frightened, afraid of not doing them. Why every of the disease Bhagavan gives us so that we are afraid of not doing those nonsenses. But we are Vaisharam. We try to find alternatives to indulge in that only. So see how the vasanas will be formed, how we'll become more and more materialistic, how all our adhyatmic prajna is lost, how we become slaves to the world, how we'll be taken for granted by the world, how our upadita adhyatma will grow either in the spiritual ways or any other ways which clicks to your intellect, which may not click to me, which you may be familiar with, which you can think about in many other ways. कि किस किस तरह का में वो नुकसान होगा उनसे सोच लो, है ना? धन का व्यर्थता होएगा, समय व्यर्थ होएगा, then we lose the respect dignity in the society, all गुरुओं का दृष्टि, भगवान का दृष्टि, जगत का दृष्टि, स्वयं का दृष्टि, चारों दृष्टियों से देखो कि in what way we will be incurring all losses if we continue indulging in this way, है ना? मोर देन ऑल इट्स पर्सनल दृष्टि कि मुझे किस तरह से यू नो नुकसान होगा फॉर माई सेल्फ, कि आई फील रिग्रेटेड, आई फील गिल्टी, आई फील ashamed, it will be self insulting if I involve in it, and it starts becoming a habit. Thereafter I justify, and then that becomes my absolute negative way of living more and more. All these fears, then the Lord will not give me the opportunities again and again. These are the ways by which we create fear in us and stop involving in all that, whichever we are involving, especially you and I, which are not the sadhanas, which are definitely samsara, which are definitely the ones which are going to disturb us, destroy us. साधना के दृष्टि से हमें नाश करने वाले जिस किसी में हम इन्वॉल्व हो रहे, एनीथिंग, स्मॉलर वन, बिगर वन, लाइटर वन, डीपर वन, कुछ भी हो, isn't it? Like I think my example I give, isn't it? With anybody now coming in my life, no, I cannot attach because I always remember the example of Bharata, isn't it? How by with all his nobility, greatness, and all, just one deer he got attached, and his whole life is wasted. Another life is wasted. Thank God he had done lot of sadhana that it came to his rescue later. But he got the delay, he got that mental agony because of that deer and all of that. Akaiko, attachment. So I have these fears. I say again the mind will be distracted. Again the quality of my sadhana, all of that will be reduced. So in this way for any of the things. एग्जाम्पल के तौर पर इस तरह से सोचकर कि क्या क्या नुकसान होना है if we continue living the way we are living, then knowing that fear in us, creating that fear, having that fear, refrain from one by one things. That's the only way. So, how to come out of the samsara? The fear factor. Equally true is the other way around. That how to involve in our sadhanas. ये दो ही चाहिए ना हमको. Withdraw from the samsara, involve in sadhana. As I said in the beginning only, let us be very open. क्यों छुपा छुपी? When we are here, seated in our Upanishadic class, Vedantic class, मुक्ति ज्ञान class, और हम ही हम hesitate होते हैं, छुपाते हैं. So how can we talk these things in public if we cannot talk here now in this occasion? So let us talk openly. So create or think about so many losses or the other things happen if we don't do sadhana. Earlier, if we do the samsara, in what way we lose? That is the thought. Because of which the fear, we refrain from it. Here also, if we don't do sadhana, किस किस तरह से नुकसान होगा वो सोचकर देन इन्वॉल्व इन साधना. सो संसार खींचने के लिए कौन से चीज, कौन से भय, और साधना में रखने के लिए हमें कौन से भय. सो लाइक द फियर्स ऑफ व्हाट, such great guru I may not get again, such great opportunity as I am getting now of this sadhana or of this satsang I may not get again, or such very good way. The many things that are cooperating with me, अगेन एंड अगेन आई विल नॉट गेट. अब सब ठीक है, अभी करो साधना. मेक है while sun shines, as it is said, isn't it? अब देखो, you and I, for example, some physical ailment is there. कोई स्टमक एक है या कोई तो indigestion प्रॉब्लम है या थ्रोट प्रॉब्लम है. Think about it. That there are so many people in the world with so many other diseases can't even come out of the bed. They are in the hospital only. 10 people have to support them and so much suffering. But are we not lucky? Better than them? अब देखो, अगर हम उस स्थिति में चला जाए तो क्या हम कर पाएंगे साधना? Therefore that's fear. अब नो मैं ठीक हूँ दिवा, health wise I am better. Yeah, I may not be tomorrow. So let me do sadhana. That's how. That fear should put me in sadhana. So too the financial status. And it can be an example. Now I am sound, I am well. अब how many people are in this world कि हर वक्त खाने के लिए उनको डर मिलता ही नहीं. There are so many people who are daily wages laborer and all. One day if they can't go for work, they can't get food only. Imagine those days of 70s, 80s, 85 tak. You all have seen that elders, na? How many people were unemployed? 2 दिन 3 दिन में एक बार थोड़ा कोई काम मिला, कुछ पैसे मिले तो उससे लोग रोटी बनाते थे बस. All our old movies were based on that unemployment, fighting at home between brother. यही तो आप देखते थे. No, we are lucky that we have something to meet the both the ends. अब ये भी नहीं है तो बताओ. We are in good position, no? Therefore do sadhana. In the same way, the other social statuses. We are valued, we are respected, we have some. हम मानो कोई घोटाला हुआ जानबूझ कर या अनजाने में या दूसरों ने करके हमारे सर पे डाले. Then we are in the paper, we are in the media, we are in the court, we are in the jail. अब देखो कितना होगा उसे. पीपल आर देयर नो. हम हमारे आंखों के सामने ही देख रहे ना. नो आर वी नॉट वेल प्लेस्ड देन देम, बेटर देन देम? Health wise good, finance wise good, social status wise good. No, if we don't use our time this for sadhana, जो सुख में सुमिरन करे तो दुख काहे को है. तो then when will we do? In fact, if you and I personally, if you look at how lucky we are in so many ways that the Lord is making is such a red carpet for us only as if for sadhana. We have to recognize it and ये नहीं रहेंगे हमेशा. हमेशा उन फियर्स को मन में रखो. 5 साल के बाद आई कैन नॉट बी हेल्दी लाइक दैट. आई कैन नॉट बी मोबाइल लाइक दिस. डेफिनेटली ना एवरीबडी यू कैन सी द है ना दोज पीपल एज आई एम टेलिंग द स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन द पॉलिटिशियंस द ग्रेट फिल्म सिनेमा एक्टर्स 40 years बैक वाले अब कहाँ है. कोई व्हील चेयर पे बैठा है, कोई उनको चलना नहीं हो रहा, कोई 10 लोगों का सपोर्ट चाहिए. वी विल बी लाइक दैट ओनली. मैं तो मेरे लिए तो नहीं चाहता है. जस्ट वांट टू गो ओनली विदाउट डिपेंडिंग ऑन एनीवन. नो आर वी नॉट बेटर कंपेयर टू दैट? नो. खाना हजम हो रहा है, खाना 2 वक्त मिल रहा है हमको. एक आध सर्वेंट है देखभाल करने के लिए. गुड चिल्ड्रन वी हैव हु डोंट हैव that much objection for us to do sadhana and all. Brothers, sisters also cooperating. In how many houses the brothers trouble, put the cases in the courts. है ना. कितने घरों में बिगड़े हुए बच्चे हैं परेशान करते हुए पेरेंट्स को. In how many houses there are children or elders who are bedridden that we have to continuously attend to them. I am telling you, in so many ways we are better. If we not do sadhana now, then when will we do? अभी याददाश्त भी ठीक है, दिमाग भी ठीक है. We don't know, no, कि the memory power is lost because you cannot. What's in our prarabdha we don't know. कुछ भी हो सकता है. We have seen people हट्टा कट्टा जबरदस्त एल हट suddenly bathroom में गिर गए. Then thereafter they were in the bed only. or any of the mental agony coming to them and occupying it for no reason. Is it in this way? ये भी एक fears है जो lower level के है, हमारे lower level, higher level वाले, as we said earlier. Again, we will be born in human body or not, or when do we get it again? We don't know. Even if we get, we'll get it in India in Sanatan Dharma. पता नहीं हमारे प्रारब्ध ठीक नहीं है तो कहीं उगांडा में जन्म लेंगे. Even if it is human being, that's the fear should be there. And such great gurus, Mahatmas, that accessibility to them, the company to them, the proximity to them, both ways. Our willingness to go and their readiness to accept us. है कि नहीं? पता नहीं कल वो लोग तैयार भी है लेकिन हमारे अंदर हेजिटेशन है तो अब तो बेटर है. या कल को हम तैयार है लेकिन वो हमको मना करें तो अब तो बढ़िया चल रहा है ना. सो दिट मे नॉट बी देयर इफ आई डोंट डू, देन इट विल बी बैड. वही तो यह चेद वेदी तथा सत्यमस्ति न चेदिहा वेदित महति विनष्ट. उपनिषद कहते हैं केन उपनिषद में, इफ यू डोंट if you know the truth right now in this very body, you are the most lucky fellow, intelligent. न चेदिहा वेदित. If you have not known the truth in this very life, mahati vinasht. Bas, you lost the opportunity. You will not be given again and again. Gaya to gaya. Like in this very life, our youth age ambitions or whatever profession studies, now we can't do because ho gaya, ab we have become Buddha now. We are not qualified for it. You cannot know so many things. Choice हो गया तो हो गया, बाहर दोबारा नहीं मिलेगा. Everything, including marriage. That you wanted to marry that girl or woman, but she was lucky that she got somebody, not you. Whatever. है ना, हर एक चीज. मैं उस एरिया में जमीन लेना चाह रहा था, अब लिया तो अब इतने करोड़ों का हो गया. अब तो आप कुछ भी सोचो, गया तो गया अपॉर्चुनिटी. In this very life also we see continuously the things are going on in the same. Fears all of them. And the worst of the or the best of the fear is what? The Guru and God may dislike me if I don't do sadhana. Fears. है कि नहीं? अगर मेरे गुरुदेव मुझे अगर ये वाला जो प्यार नहीं देवेंगे और he just says that you are not worthy, है ना? How bad it will be. Like in our Indian pledge we say, na, I shall try to be worthy of its varied heritage and culture. So we have to be continuously worthy to be blessed by our gurus and God. नहीं किया साधना, बस सोते गए और खाते गए और पीते गए और रोते गए. Then slowly they will remove us from the list of their beloved ones. Immediately we will be listed out in the list of the worldly materialistic people. They will pull us into that. और याद रखो, कभी ऐसा नहीं कहना कि गुरु ने मेरे को छोड़ दिया इसलिए मैं अब संसार में फंसा हूं. नो, संसार में खुद फंस गए हो और मजबूर किया गुरु को छोड़ने को. And Guru never lives. We only live. God never lives. We only live. Sadhana never lives as we only live those opportunities. हम इतने इतनांत बैठते हम ना, फियर ही नहीं होता. How can we sit in front of TV for 1 hour? No fear that the time is wasted, the mind is spoiled. This time, if I have done sadhana, how nice it would have been. एक ही चीज देखो, अगर हम एक बात मैं तो सोचता हूँ मेरे लिए, पूरा नहीं सोचता हूँ, शर्मिंदा हूँ उसके लिए मैं अपने लिए. मानो 30 years बैक से if we were doing our sadhanas very vigorously, by this time today कितना बढ़िया हमारा जिंदगी होता था. साधना शास्त्र का अध्ययन कहो, मनन चिंतन कहो, ध्यान कहो, if we are doing from last 30 years back onwards, vigorously, deeply, intensely. Today we would have been different in our knowledge, in our meditational poise, in our state of being, isn't it? मजा आता था अगर क्या होता. With this thought, now for next few years, aim. अगले 5-10 साल के बाद, I must be in that greater position. If not, the time is wasted. Out of that fear, now start doing. And doing here and now. Today, अभी बस. कोई भी चीज important नहीं. Even you leave this class and go and sit for meditation, that is allowed. If it is for meditation, if it is for your deeper contemplation, if it is something greater and higher and important, spiritually than this, you are welcome to go. Huh? There are many students who left the Guru saying, Guru Maharaj, I got your knowledge, now I want to go for meditation. Guru said, yes, go, but be careful. Is your ego saying it there, or are you true? If the disciple loves the Guru and Guru knows it, Guru will tell, shut up, your devil in your ego is acting it. You sit, तुम्हारे में पक्का नहीं बैठ. He will tell. If the disciple gives the permission to the Guru to command, isn't it? Or the Guru knows, yes, this fellow what is right. And Guru sometimes himself says, अब बहुत सुने जा तो ध्यान कर. All possibilities are there. If you are, if something higher. I'm just telling, in that way, here and now, we should be able to choose and do sadhana. Other than this, there is no way, please, for us to come out of the continuous commotions of samsara involved like any other ordinary, normal fellows who have never studied Upanishads. अरे भाई इतने दिन से उपनिषद पढ़ने हमको जुनाई पर तो फर्क तो होना चाहिए ना. होना है कि नहीं होना है बोलो. वो अपने आप नहीं होता. हो फर्क इज नॉट इन ईगो that we attend class and all, in our own performance, in our own achievements. Then how can we become an example to others? That's okay, that is secondary. But for ourselves, should we not become satisfied, contented that yes, I have done what I am supposed to do? ये बात. भय भय कौन से भय से मैं संसार से निवृत्त हो जाऊंगा, कौन से भय से मैं साधना करूंगा, वो भयों के बारे में सोचो. वो थॉट्स के बारे में सोचो, होनियों के बारे में सोचो और डरो. आउट ऑफ द डरना वी कम आउट ऑफ द अनवांटेड एंड वी डू द मोस्ट वांटेड. And the other day we shared one of the thought that was really just out of, it just came luckily. That one moment, if I'm not doing sadhana, by default, I am doing samsara only, which will pull me down and down. बस उतना ही है. नहीं किया एक पल साधना तो फिर उस पल क्या किया, दो ही चीजें हैं, या संसार है या साधना है. मरे तो नहीं. A living being is either doing sadhana or opposite of is doing samsara. साधना नहीं कर रहे हो तो संसार ही कर रहे हो ना. जैसे पैसे नहीं कमा रहे हो तो खर्चा ही कर रहे हो. Isn't it? Even a moment, that should be the fear. Oh, this moment is gone that I have not taken name of Lord. This moment is gone that I have not contemplated on the truth. This moment is gone that I have not remembered this mantra of Upanishad. ऐसा एक मोमेंट भी गलती हो गया उसमें से सीखो. नेक्स्ट मोमेंट it should be the other way around. Last moment I remembered, this moment also I will do. Last moment I remembered, this moment also I do sadhana. इस तरह से. In Narada Bhakti Sutra, these two things come. Beautiful. एक तो रागेच्छा सुख दुखादि त्यक्ते काले क्षणार्थमपि व्यर्थम न नेयम. आधा पल भी वेस्ट नहीं करना इनके लिए, इनको छोड़ दो. राग, इच्छा, सुख, दुखादि, etc. ऑल द वर्ल्डली. वन थिंग इज दैट सेट. आधा पल भी उसके लिए वेस्ट नहीं करना. छोड़ो. द अदर वन इज एग्जाम्पल ऑफ गोपिकास गिवन इन नारदवक सूत्र कि तद विस्मरणे परम व्याकुलता. तदर्पिता किलाचारथा तद विस्मरणे परम व्याकुलता. नारदस्तु तदर्पिता किलाचारथा तद. नारद जी के ओपिनियन में डिवोशन इज everything is done offering to the Lord, and even a moment the Lord is forgotten. Parama vyakul. Then he gives the example of Yatha Vrajagopikana. This is how we have to make our personality. अरे कैसे अपने पर्सनालिटी को हमें बनाना है साधक. अब इसी पे हमने ध्यान नहीं दी तो कैसे आप बनाओगे. Like when you want to make a house, how to make the house, थोड़ा discussion तो होगा ना with your contractors and all, your family members, children. हम कितने लोग हैं, अगले 50-100 साल के लिए हमें सोचना है. but we don't know, so we are 2 family or 3 families, so we need duplex or 2 floors और साइड बाय से 2 इंडिपेंडेंट और इतने कमरे, ऐसा होना चाहिए. डोंट वी प्लान. then only we give the contractor all that, he builds it. सेम वे हम अपने बारे में कैसा हमको होना है प्लान नहीं किया तो करोगे क्या फिर. थिंक अबाउट इट. इट्स ऑलरेडी डिलेड. नो वी कांट लेट डिले इवन वन मोमेंट. है ना. जैसे वो फ्लाइट कैच करनी है, घर से निकले ही नहीं यार, ऑलरेडी डिलेड है कि नहीं. फंसे हो. हाँ, तुरंत निकलो, गाड़ी में बैठो. हाँ, थोड़ा तसल्ली, गाड़ी निकलने लगी. वेरी गुड, लिटिल मोर कंफर्ट, हैप्पी, रिलैक्स. सडनली ट्रैफिक जाम हो गया, देन टेंशन. बारिश हो गया, फिर से रास्ता खोल गया. देन यू आर गोइंग इन गुड स्पीड. देन यू आस्क द ड्राइवर कि कितने टाइम में पहुंचोगे. सो बस अब 10 मिनट में पहुंचेंगे. सो लकी दैट यू आर ऑन टाइम, इनफैक्ट हाफ एन आवर पहले. डोंट यू फील दैट कंफर्ट. लाइफ में भी वही है, सेम. The catching the flight is being at the feet of the Lord in devotion, or in Vedanta, ability to meditate on the self relentlessly. उसके लिए फिर निकलो ना घर से, फिर तय करो रास्ता पूरा बीच का. We have to be thinking oriented. We have to be well planned. We have to be calculative. We have to be practical. We cannot just lazy out. We have to do all it. They don't wait for our permission. वो लोग करते ही रहते हैं जो करना है. उनका हमेशा हो चुका होता है. Like in your own kitchen, a very bad example I am giving. Servants, they keep the food ready. You are the late to go to the dining table. They keep the coffee ready. You are late there. Driver is ready with the car. You are 10 minutes late. Bad example because comparing the Guru and God with them. Guru and God are already done. It's we have to be. This is called spirituality, wherein we command, we master our life, pulled away from binding nonsense and putting in the liberating sensible. ये है जिंदगी भैया. इस तरह से जीना है, अपने हाथ में लेकर के. The whole Gita talks about it. All Shastras talk about, all Upanishads talk about that only. Another very salient thing tomorrow we'll discuss. Om 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 Sahana Vavato Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Yerime Guruvi Purvam Om Shankaram Shankaracharya Om Nidhe Sarva Vidyanam Om Shruti Smriti Purananam Om Sukrit Om Bhavayeva Bhavaniti Me Nitaram Om Brahmanandam Parabrahmane Shruti MAATRE समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन मोक्ष प्राप्ति. सनातन धर्म से विश्व आध्यात्मिक धर्म संस्थापकानां निरंतर दिग्विजयः. राम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनमस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुविघ्न शाश्वत समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकैन्दव संस्कृतेः धर्मोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसम्प्रतिष्ठा अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्याधीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थं कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषद आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थ वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानंद निराधार निखिलाधारम अव्ययम निगमाद्यगत नित्य नीलकंठं नमाम्यहम्। पारायणार्थे षष्ठोऽध्यायः जस्ट 2 मंत्र 21 हो गया कल 22 और 23 एंड शांति मंत्र। ओम वेदान्ते परमं गुह्यं पुरा कल्पे प्रचोदितं न प्रशान्ताय दातव्यं न पुत्राय शिष्याय वा पुनः यस्य देवे परा भक्तिः यथा देवे तथा गुरौ तस्यैषि ते कथिता ह्यर्थाः प्रकाशन्ते महात्मनः इति। ओम सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। देखो, to whom it should not be told, that is said first. Then who is the one who deserves this Upanishad Jnanam is said second. Now let us do our Shankara study of the Panchamodhyaya. Third mantra we have to do. Om ekaikam jalam bahudha vikurvan अस्मिन् क्षेत्रे संहरत्येष देवः भूयः सृष्ट्वा पतयस्तथेशः सर्वाधिपत्यं कुरुते महात्मा. This shloka, Baba, every day when I chant, how many newer and newer thoughts, understandings, interpretations are revealed. I have to put a big block and control on that. Just stick to what our Puja Bhashyakara says. Right? Just one thought today, let us listen, is that first and foremost, don't imagine that the world is running accidentally mechanical. To know that some infinite supreme power is guiding it, monitoring it, making it happen. One. Two, therefore, two things. One, we need not have unnecessary excessive fears, etc. That we only are managing everything. है ना, कि सब कुछ मैं ही कर रहा हूं, मुझे करना पड़े, डरना नहीं. Second is what? He is there to manage. It is his show. We are a part of him. How to live, he tells us, do exactly like that. This is one thing to be understood out of this mantra, in which there is little of devotional flavor. पूरा दुनिया को भगवान संभाल रहे, इसलिए मैं ही दुनिया संभालने वाला हूं, ऐसा टेंशन ना ले. Same time, he is the one who is main leader, and he is putting all of us individuals. Wherever we are put, what we are told by him to do, exactly let us do that. This is one outcome of this mantra. Because it is said, he is Mahatma, he is Sarvadipatyam Kurute, he alone is establishing all those patis. है ना, कहा ना कि पतयः ततेशः भूयः सृष्ट्वा. Then he alone एकैकं जालं बहुधा विकुर्वन् अस्मिन् क्षेत्रे संहरति. He alone is creating all the jala, he alone is maintaining, he alone is dissolving. He alone is appointing the Patayaha, means Prajapati, etc. So he is the Sarvadipati, he is Mahatma. So therefore, respect and gratitude towards him, fear for him, surrender to him, and obedience to him should be the outcome of this shloka. One. Second outcome is what? Ki, this is all prakriya told for us when we see this happening phenomenal world continuously. Right? And through this seen world, when we reach him, that he is there, then when we inquire about his nature, his ability and all, we will find him to be the Satchidananda Janmadi Vikara Rahita. It is the little higher knowledge. If he is Janmadi Vikara Rahita, etc., then is the world possible in him? No, it's not possible then. Isn't it? Then he is in his own immaculate state of being, and that he is me only. What about the whole world at that time? It is never there. See, the three states of the world is there, it is very real. World is there as mithya, as played by the Lord. World is not at all there. We have to evolve from the first level to the third. First we are in. World alone is real. And we are the ones who are managing. Second, Ishvara is managing and it is all play lila. We are supposed to play our play wherever we are put. Third is what? He alone is there everywhere. Everything is happening without happening. Like in cinema, everything is happening without happening. हो रहा है क्या वो? दिखने में हो रहा है लेकिन वाकई नहीं हो रहा है. Isn't it? So दिखने में हो रहा है वाकई नहीं हो रहा है. मिथ्या हो ही नहीं रहा है. He is called Satya. He is not asatya or not at all there. This is the second thing we have to understand out of this mantra, because the word used there is Mahatma. The Mahatmatva of the Lord is what? Though from our standpoint he is doing everything, from his standpoint he is just there. That will come in the next look actually. ले भगवान सूर्य सब कुछ कर रहे हैं हमारे तरफ से, अब उनके तरफ से वो कुछ नहीं कर रहे, बस he is there. This is a second corollary, a second thing to be. Third one is what? Ekaikam jalam. That jalam, 1 minute, let us use. Let us think about. So, ekaikam jalam kurute Mahatma means what? Individualities he projected, to each individualities abilities he gave, upadhis he gave. And those upadhis abilities only are becoming jalam to us, that we are caught up in them. And in that ekaikam jalam kurute, he is giving through the upadhis the karma phala, the janma marana jalam. Okay? And all of that is happening in the big, big jalam that's called as this whole universe. So the universe is a macro jalam snare. In that, for each of us, the individual upadhis and their abilities, the abilities are jalam. Though, third, with these abilities, etc., we are compelled to do this or that. This is a third snare. Four, having done so, the results of it, karma phala, we are bound to go through. In this way, Bhagavan has put this jalam. So the Jagat jalam, the Upadhi jalam, the Karma jalam, the Karma phala, Janma Marana jalam. It's Bhagavan who has done it. So एक एकम जालम, एक के लिए इस तरह बहुधा विकुर्वन्. Isn't it? That's how it's a big subject again. I'm afraid I'm tempted to go into that discussion. ज्यादा नहीं जाऊंगा मैं, थोड़ा like the Manushya, the whole Manushya jati is in their own jalam, in their own snare. है ना? Of prides and prejudices and egos and conquerings or ownerships or likes and dislikes and materialisms. ये पूरा मनुष्य जाति एक अलग ही जालम में है. which is totally different from the jalam of the Pashu. Pashus don't have this type of snare, isn't it? The things which we have the nonsense, they don't have. But they are in their own jalam. And we are not in that jalam. In the jalam in which the whole Pashu Santati is there, the Pakshis is not there. उसका अपना अलग जालम होता है. जैसे पक्षी है वैसे एक्वेटिक्स का अलग जालम है. The snare in which they are caught up individually or mutually or totally. So too the Vanaspati jalam is different. Isn't it? And in that again the elephant का जालम अलग है. Whole elephant जाति among the Pashus. बेचारा उनका संतति, उनका खाना, उनका रहन, उनका सहन. That is their whole different jalam. If you go about lions, that's different. Tiger, different. Giraffe, different. Zebra, different. अपना अपना जालम. उस एलिफेंट्स में फिर एवरी एलिफेंट हैज इट्स ओन जालम. है ना, खुद का सर्वाइवल कहो, द अदर एलिफेंट्स के साथ कंपटीशन कहो या हेल्प कहो. यू अंडरस्टूड एकैकम जालम मीन्स दैट. पक्षियों में फिर each one, the vultures, their jalam is different, बेचारे. The parrots, their food, their habits, their habitation, their requirements, उसका अलग जालम. कौवे है तो बेचारा उसका अलग है. कबूतर है. That's why you see all कबूतर stay together. कौवे कबूतर साथ नहीं रहते. सारे कौवे अलग रहते हैं फिर. अपना जाल में हो. ऑल हाथी का झुंड के इकट्ठे जाते हैं. Not that हाथी और शेर मिलके जा रहे. You see that they are in their own jalam. You can get an idea of it. So एकैकं जालम बहुधा विकुर्वन् अस्मिन् क्षेत्रे, then samharatyesha deva. Individually also, totally also. This Lord alone is the one who, having projected them, samharati. He withdraws them also. So सृष्टि शक्ति, स्थिति शक्ति, लय शक्ति he has got. फिर उसमें भी वही है. एक एक जालम samharati, total jalam samharati. That is his power. There is somebody beyond, behind. Accept the presence of that Ishvara at the empirical world level of happenings. Transcendentally, here, like in me, the vigorously acting principle is going on. Okay, I talk, I walk, and I do something. It's observable. While all that is happening, there is one entity in me who is just a witness, doing nothing. है कि नहीं? A pure self in me. It's not the doer when the doing is happening, it's not a speaker when the speaking is happening. He is there, and without him, these things won't exist. Actually, we are that, by the way. So, now see how to study Upanishad. अब idea आ रहा है कि नहीं? एक एकम जालम कुर्वन, बहुधा कुर्वन, फिर विकुर्वन. Vikurvan means he makes them go through all modifications. And where the modifications end, samharati. Esha deva. That samharati, again, some deeper thoughts are there. One samharati is what? No upadi, no situation, no setup remains permanent. That's one samharati. Second samharati is what? When we invoke him and when we identify with him, this entire jalam we attend to. Samharati once for all for that person. Again, this will come in the next mantra. There are so many people having sought that identity with this Paramatma, having obtained that identity, they transcended Janma Mrityu. They attained the Amritatva. That attaining Amritatva, going beyond Janma Mrityu is Samharati. Samharati once for all, the Upadhi less for him, the bondage for that individual, Bhagavan has freed him from. Because that individual sought his identity with Paramatma Tattva. Like one wave when it seeks its identity with the water, and it becomes water, one with water. There is no birth and death in the water. उसके लिए वो वाला झमेला संहारो खत्म हो गया उसका वहां. So samharati is what? Both meanings we have to take. In case of all jivas, baddha, samharati means he just kills every of these jala and situations. From the sadhana standpoint, samharati means he just dissolves for that particular person. And then he himself creates the prajapatis and so many, and through them he does the work. That's the meaning of bhuyah sruštva patayastateshaha sarvadipatyam kurute mahatma. In that way, he is the sarvadipati. Another word here very important is bhuyaha, means again. Again means again and again. Again and again means what? This cycle of srushti sthiti laya. Remember, from one standpoint, was eternally going on, it will go on going on only. One Siddhanta. He said, Bhuyaha punaha ye lokanam patayaha. Who are they? Marichi adayaha tan sruštva. उनका उन्होंने निर्माण किया. Tatha, in that way. What do you mean by tatha? Tatha word cannot go without yatha. Yatha tatha, yada tada, yasmin tasmin. They go, na? In English also, while we studying grammar, these were taught to us. दो शब्द साथ में यथा एंड तथा एंड ऑल इंग्लिश आल्सो. सो तथा मीन्स व्हाट? यथा पूर्वस्मिन् कल्पे सृष्टवान ईशा. In the Pura Kalpa, as he has done it, he does it again this. Again the next Kalpa, again he does it. Again he does it. In that way, see that ocean? Endless coming and going of ocean, waves is happening in the surface. At the same time, there is a bottom of the ocean where there is not even a ripple also. So I am surprising, no? Very surprising. Like in earth also, there is a place where the vigorous living is happening of the people. People are there, animals, सब कुछ चल रहा है, धूम धड़क. But at the same time on the earth, there is a place, a desert. Absolutely no inhabitation only. न पशु है, न पक्षी, कुछ नहीं, शांत. So too in the space, there are some where the solar system is vigorously working. This other part of the space is nothing. देश के काल भी हुई ना, ड्यूरिंग द पीक आवर्स ऑफ द डे. सी द ट्रैफिक, धूम धड़ाका. अब रात को 11 का रोड में जाके देख, कुत्ता भी नहीं होता. एवरीवेयर यू कैन सी, नो, इन द ऑफिस ऑल्सो. ड्यूरिंग द ऑफिस आवर्स क्या टाइप मशीन का आवाज आ रहा है, बॉस चिल्ला रहा है, फिर लोग एक दूसरे बात कर रहे हैं. सी द बैंक इफ इट्स इन ए बिजी एरिया, रिमोट में तो कम होता, वेट करते रहते कस्टमर. बट द बैंक्स विच आर इन द प्राइम एरिया और द मेडिकल शॉप्स, केमिस्ट शॉप जिसके चारों तरफ 10 हॉस्पिटल है मानो, एंड वेरी गुड समझौता बिटवीन द केमिस्ट एंड द डॉक्टर्स. एक के बाद एक कस्टमर्स आ रहे हैं, फिर प्रिस्क्रिप्शन दे रहे हैं, देन दवाई निकाल. 20 लोग काम करते हैं इन दैट शॉप. सो बिजी. बट रात को गया तो 10 बजे शांत. घर में भी एवरीबडी टिल दे गो टू स्कूल, कॉलेज, ऑफिस, धूम धड़ाक. आफ्टर ऑल गो शांत. इन आवर लाइफ ऑल्सो जागृत एंड स्वप्न, ओ धूम धड़ाका चल रहा है, तो हो गया निद्रा में शांत. I'm talking about the immanent world that's happening and the transcendental also. हम अपने जिंदगी में ही देख रहे इतने एग्जाम्पल्स. In the same way, from one angle of standpoint, सृष्टि स्थिति लय continuously, cyclically going on at one level, empirical level. Transcendent level में, transcendental में nothing is happening. Like in your TV screen, put it on, continuous, एक के बाद एक सीरियल और एक के बाद एक सीन हो ही जा रहा है on that. But on the other side, you see from the screen standpoint, inside the TV, the parts and but they are intact. कुछ बदल ही नहीं रहा. So both we should be able to digest slowly. And among these two, if you ask which is ultimate, obviously we are पूछने के सवाल ही नहीं है वो. That which is coming and going, it is limited. That which is eternal is there, that alone is ultimate. That's why remaining in the transcendental eternal truth, play in the upadhis. He is called Jivan. All avatars, all rishis are like that. है ना, like a rishis. उनके seniors भी हैं, उनके juniors भी हैं. With seniors he does pranam and all. With juniors he does orders. ये सब व्यवहार. Inside, no senior, no junior, no himself. All is one Brahman. व्यवहार में व्यवहारिक रूल्स. ट्रांसेंडेंटल में एवरीथिंग इज वन विदाउट. लेकिन like you are one family. When the outsiders ask you, yeah, make family. Then within yourself you have your own discussions and all. Hope with so many examples we are getting an idea. But very powerful mantra it is. कि एकैकं जालं बहुधा विकुर्वन् अस्मिन् क्षेत्रे संहरत्येष देवः भूयः सृष्ट्वा पतयस्तदेशः सर्वाधिपत्यं कुरुते महात्मा. He is sarva adhipatyam kurute. And he is the adhipati of everything. He is the one who does the niyamanam of him, of everything. Don't look at the world minus the God. You are caught up in soup. Either you get attached to the world or you yourself become arrogant. Now, next mantra, Kimcha. One more slok mein, again the glory of that supreme reality. Chant karo, Sarvadishah urdhvamadascha tiryaka prakashayan brajate yadvanadvan evam sadevo bhagavan varenyah yonisvabhavan adhitishtatyekah. Again. सर्वादिशः ऊर्ध्वमदश्च तिर्यक प्रकाशयन् भ्राजते यद्वनड्वान् एवं स देवो भगवान् वरेण्यः योने स्वभावान् अधितिष्ठत्येकः. ठीक है. अब इसमें एक रहस्य क्या है? एट द टाइम ऑफ व्यवहार सो मेनी थिंग्स आर देयर. पर व्यवहार के परिस्थिति में जाओ, इतने नहीं है, एक ही है. तो हमको एक को भी देखना है और एक के अनेक एक्सप्रेशंस को समझना है. एंड समझना है कि अनेक इज नॉट रियल, एक इज रियल. लाइक ऑल माई पार्ट्स ऑफ द बॉडी, सो मेनी पार्ट्स आर देयर, बट ऑल ऑफ देम आर वन शरीर ओनली. एंड मी ऑल्सो थ्रू ईच ऑफ द पार्ट व्हाइल फंक्शनिंग आई एम डिफरेंट. बट एक्चुअली देखा जाए मैं तो एक ही हूं कि नहीं. The one who is working with the hands, who is walking with the legs, who is smelling with the nose, talking with the mouth. So appearingly, the talker, worker, smeller, etc. But actually, are there so many me's in me? Yes and no. Yes, so many with each of the upadhi. And no, because I cannot be two, I am one. Think about it. And we have to discover the transcendental one without second. And we have to see he only playing in so many roles. And at the time of the roles, we have to duly respect those roles. Like we respect every parts of the body. With the hands we work, with legs we walk. We don't do it the other way around. जिसका काम है जो है वही. सब मैं ही हूँ, फिर भी हाथ का काम हाथ का ही है, पाँव का काम पाँव का ही है. हाथ का काम हाथ की सफाई है, पाँव का काम दौड़ो जो पुलिस वाले पीछे पड़. और eyes look and ears listen and mouth eats. You cannot put sambar in the ears and the earphone in the mouth. इसी को कहते हैं डिस्कवरिंग वन बियॉन्ड मेनी, विद इन मेनी. and yet respecting the many at their own व्यवहार level. समझ में आ रहा है ना? व्यवहार में अलग अलग, बट उन सब में एक ही है. जब सब में एक ही है, उसका दायरा, उसका स्टेट अलग है. और जब लीला चल रहा है, सब में नहीं. लाइक ऑल आर इंडियन क्रिकेट प्लेयर्स, वन यूनिट. बट ऑन द ग्राउंड कोई बॉलर है, कोई कीपर है, कोई फील्डर है, कोई बैट्स, अलग अलग. वन टीम है ना, वन कैबिनेट. बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू पोर्टफोलियोज, ईच वंस डिपार्टमेंट इज डिफरेंट. See that. Listen, listen, listen. Then we'll understand. First, intellectually, that one reality only functioning through everything. Second is that reality is Sachidananda Brahma and it is me. मजा आता है ये जब ज्ञान ना क्लिक होने लगता है ना, धीरे 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 धीरे, पर्सनल व्हेन इट हैपेंस. I am gaining this. Not that still it is in the books. Not that a Babaji is bowling and going. No, it's becoming my knowledge. Like the driving teacher taught you driving and went. It is his knowledge. But when you yourself started driving and that knowledge became yours, that is aparokshanubhuti. Now you are the driver, you are seated in that car with the steer, you are driving it. वो अलग है ना कि when you listen the theory class से, अनुभव अलग है कि नहीं? Everything like somebody is teaching you cooking. So you listen that well, you yourself cut vegetables and make it. You are actually doing it. अपरोक्षानुभूति कहते हैं उसको. यहाँ भी वही बात. When it happens, it's so beautiful when the knowledge is owned by us. When I know that all Upanishads are talking about that transcendental self, which is me. I got it. The point is, I got it. Now, boss, I have to realize it. I have to realize that state of being in me. अब जब ये बन जाता है बात, तो फिर मिल गया बस. पकड़ना है बस उसको. That Gurudev calls as searching is over. Now seeking is starting. सर्चिंग में मुझे क्या चाहिए अभी नहीं पता. वो जब खत्म हो जाता है सर्चिंग में, मुझे क्या चाहिए पता होता है. अब सीकिंग स्टार्ट होता है, उसको कैसे पाना. इन वेदांता दिस टू लेवल्स. वन इज सर्चिंग एस्पेक्ट in which we try to understand the truth, the reality, and it is our own self, etc. Once it is done, now it is seeking. That I understood now, now I am searching. I am seeking it within me. पता चल गया मुझे, बस उसको मुझे ढूंढना है. मस्त बढ़िया सा. So this mantra, the next one, in which सर्वादिशः पूर्णमदश्च तिर्यक प्रकाशेन भ्राजते यद्वनड्वान् एवं सदैव गुहार्वरेण्य योनि स्वभावान अधितिष्ठत्येकः is a very elaborate, beautiful mantra. आराम से प्यार से हम सब. So देखो, how many Upanishads we are studying? ईशकेन कट प्रश्न मुंड मांडोक्य तैत्तिरीय ऐत्रेय. How many we studied? These we are studying. In this, every shloka we are studying. Whether we study all Upanishads in 1 month or one Upanishad 6 months. In both ways, we are touching the truth. Bottom line is that. हर दिन परम तत्व का स्मरण हो रहा है कि नहीं? बस हमको वो मन में रहा. ओम 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 पूर्णमद ओम शांति शांति. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. तत्सद ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. चलो भैया, गीता